The night hip-hop was born, Coke LaRock says he picked up the mic, becoming the first MC and creating the blueprint for what we now know as rap. But he says his many contributions have not been recognized. 5 decades after the birth of the music genre, is it too late for him to make a claim? Our Mike Muse talks to Coke about his contributions and legacy as we commemorate 50 years of hip-hop.
It's easy to pass by this building and assume it's just like the thousands of others in New York City. But as the story goes, here in the Rec Room on Sedgwick Avenue in the Bronx, hip-hop, a multi-billion-dollar industry, was born.
Now thinking back to 1973, here is this party for back to school, changed the trajectory of music.
The beginnings of hip-hop was shaped by the sounds, movements, and culture of the time.
I know in 1973, we had Gladys Knight and the Pimps. We had Aretha Franklin, Rocksteady. We had Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On.
Then my people was, I love the Delphonics.
All I know is la 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 la.
The incredible music of the Motown sound and soul music and Jimmy Castor and James Brown and people like that. Everyone wanted to be like James Brown. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud.
Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud.
People were getting assassinated, MLK, JFK, Malcolm X, RFK. So we came out of that era and we were searching for something to give us some comfort and some escapism. We may come from dirt, but we're not dirt.
On August 11, 1973, Clive Campbell, better known as DJ Kool Herc, threw a party ushering in a genre of music that's become a global cultural phenomenon. And while Herc made history on the ones and twos, by his side, a man known to everyone as Coke LaRock.
Is that when you decided to pick up the microphone? Because during that time period, you were both a DJ as well in your own regard, right?
I grabbed the mic the first time I got in that room.
You did.
Coke says that was the moment he became the first MC of hip-hop. At another party, Coke remembers someone stepping up to challenge him.
And that's when I put it all together with, I said, let me introduce myself, Ronnie D. I give no mercy, take no prisoners. I am that first G-Money man. I got a G better any type of weather, cold or hot, rain or not. Born in an orphan, fought like a slave, chucking and fighting is all Coke LaRock played.
Coke LaRock says he coined the lines and phrases that many now associate with other artists, but you won't hear him featured on any of those tracks.
One night I'm at this party and everybody was doing this as I'm talking, like you said, a rhythm. So I was like, wow, they moving side to side. So I started saying, you rock and you don't stop. You rock and you don't stop, because you're now listening to the sounds of Coke LaRock.
It's a lyric often associated with Africa Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Force's 1982 hit, Planet Rock.
Don't stop it. You gotta rock it, don't stop.
I can say it now. We was at the motel on the turnpike, right? Now I had a wife, everything. So we at the motel, me and somebody, we came out, and somebody else came out the other door with somebody they wasn't supposed to be with. We looked at each other, Mike, and then I realized, and I put it to words. Hotel, motel, you don't tell, I don't tell.
Everybody, I say it goes like this.
Another familiar line, heard in what's often called the first mainstream hip-hop track, Rapper's Delight.
Everybody go hotel, motel, holiday inn.
Do you feel like hip-hop owes you anything?
If Herc is the father of hip-hop, and that's, everybody know that. If Herc came out of there, and I picked the mic up, and I came out of there, why am I not known for that? Where's the royalty money of this?
Attorney Lita Rosario Richardson's expertise sits at the intersection of entertainment and intellectual property. Lita works to rectify the drawbacks in the music industry that left many legacy artists without ownership of their work.
Is Coke LaRock entitled to anything?
So, my first question for Coke LaRock, did he ever record any of his rhymes? And I heard him say that he used to make mixtapes on 8 tracks. Mm-hmm. So if he recorded some of those rhymes on those 8 tracks, he has some evidence of when they were created. But even if he didn't, he can actually record those rhymes now and file them at the Copyright Office, because copyrights subsist from the date of creation, not from the date that you file your copyright registration.
Why is that important for his grandkids?
Yes, and that's what this is all about, legacy. Royalties can continue to be paid, or money can continue to be earned for a time period equal to the life of the last surviving co-author of the work plus 70 years.
With hits like Fight the Power, rapper Chuck D of the group Public Enemy has never shied away from social and political discourse. Now co-founding the Hip Hop Alliance, providing resources for hip hop and R&B creators similar to a union.
We've been part of industries that have made billions of dollars. Okay, where's the retirement fund? Where's the health care? You know, what's the advice and the direction for artists that come in?
Joining him in the fight is another trailblazing MC, fellow Hip Hop Alliance co-founder Curtis Blow, whose classic track, The Breaks, became the first certified gold rap song.
'Cause I'm Curtis Blow, and I want you to know that these are the breaks.
We have the Legends Fund, which is a nonprofit 501c3 organization that has emergency funds that we are building for legends who fall upon dire straits. We're out to make people live their lives more abundantly and not just survive, but to thrive.
The electric feelings and funky vibes of those groundbreaking nights on display at Legacy NYC in Soho.
This one says, pays tribute to New York's #1 DJs, Kool Herc and Coke LaRock at the Disco Palace.
I didn't see it really even going all the way. I knew we giving good parties and we doing that, but it was so hard to see the future.
Now, what remains of those parties have the potential to solidify Coke's claims on the impact he made in hip-hop.
Now, we also, too, Lita, had the chance to sit with Coke and go down to an art gallery in Soho that had a wonderful exhibit that showcased flyers. Could an artifact like that give any establishment?
Yeah, it's certainly evidence. It's evidence. You know, him and Kool Herc, who were out there doing this, it sets up a date. It doesn't answer the ultimate fact, but it's certainly evidence that contributes to the point.
A landmark past in a story told through word of mouth, evidenced on pieces of paper, may be the key Coke LaRock has been looking for all along.
Coke LaRock, what's happening, man? This is Mike Muse from ABC. After you and I spoke, I interviewed Lita Rosario Richardson, who is a well-known entertainment attorney. So what I asked her was, does she think that you have a right to any claims in hip-hop? What she said, though, Coke, is that you do have a right to go after your copyright.
That sound great. That sound real positive.
How does that make you feel?
It makes you feel good because, like I said, it's really for my grandkids, kids beyond, and just to know the truth.
LaRock's hopes to earn a piece of the pie now lie in the legacy he wants to leave for his family.
I'm talking now because I felt God left me here to talk now, because at the beginning and going through the part of hip-hop, I was way ahead of my time.
Our thanks to Mike Muse for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.